Displaying courage and the dedication to succeed even under the harshest of circumstances, Josh Selway of Latonia High School overcame cancer in his junior year to graduate in the top 10 of his senior class.
You see a lot of good individual stories, when you've been a teacher for, a few years like I have. There's quite a few of them, like individual success stories, and, you see kids that, or especially a kid like Josh that was involved in everything. Not only did he play every sport you could play, but he was involved in, the play and, just about every yearbook. He was yearbook editor and newspaper, school newspaper, and student council. So there was very few things you could do in high school that he didn't attempt to and do.
We stayed up with his homework. His some teachers brought books to him and all his assignments, so he stayed up on things, and I think when he got back, I guess he did feel a little overwhelmed, but he always managed to get the job done and stay focused.
He was always a leader. He was like having another coach out there on the field during game times, and really can't put a price on that. And the way he handled himself and the way he handled the disease and some of the things that came along with it was just amazing.
One of the proudest moments in my life was the day I saw him receive his diploma.
Community members who want to make a difference participate in the highly successful math mentoring program at West Boulevard Elementary in Boardman.
Our students always did well in math, but we could do better. Knowing that there was a math mentor program that we could implement, and having the ability to get Mrs. Folks, who was a retired second grade math teacher, to run the program, it was a no-brainer.
Well, actually, this mentor program goes beyond learning mathematics. It goes right straight to a relationship that's developed between these two, the mentor and the child. Many of them are a little older, so it's a grandparent relationship. Some of them are a little younger, so it's a parent relationship. And with the university students, it's a big brother, big sister relationship. It worked just wonderfully. Yes, they liked each other.
What I get out of this program is to get to know some of these kids up close and personal, and know that I'm helping, and especially when the results came in last year, know that it's working.
On the Ohio Achievement Test, many of our children scored accelerated and advanced when proficient would have been maybe where they would have been. And so just that extra help just made a difference in their lives.
In the Crestview Schools, CREW is a comprehensive wellness plan encouraging students, staff, and community members to increase their activity levels.
We do quite a few different things here, from some staff health promotion activities as well as some community activities and student-related activities.
For Mini Relay for Life, we put this on. I've been in for 4 years. We bring the kids out, they play games, activities, they walk the track, which makes them learn that you need to stay fit, and they participate in activities and just raise money for cancer.
What I see students doing is I see them on the coaching aspect. I see them in the weight room after hours. I see kids out on the track, walking, running, with their parents, without their parents.
Well, I know myself personally, being healthy and staying in shape helps me academically. I'm more fit, I can pay more attention, and it helps me just to become a better learner.
If you were to describe Gregory Jones in one word, that word would be determined. Gregory came back from cancer to become a leader, not only in his school, but in his community.
Even though I knew that I was sick, even though I knew I was going through hard time, I always looked to the optimistic end. I would never see myself as a failure or anything, because I knew that with work, with my family, and with all the support that I have, that I can overcome anything. And so that's been a driving force in my life completely.
And since he's been in early college, he's been, I would say, an outstanding student. He's very active. He's the class president. He's practicing to be a minister. He's also he's an alternate for the Ween Foundation committee.
He says he wants to receive a degree in business administration and be an entrepreneur. I can see him doing it. And he says he wants to start his own, basically a foundation, and work with other foundations to help others. I can see him doing it. I can see him doing exactly what he wants to do.
Early college is definitely the place for me. It allows me to take my high school classes and my college classes at the same time. And when I graduate with my diploma, high school diploma, I'll have my associate's degree at YSU. And I think that that's an absolutely great jump start to my future. Less time to get there, and you know, I really feel great about this.
You know, to have that excellence in education, you have to have more than just the going to class, and you have to have the community involvement, the parents, you know, the teachers.
And as long as everyone, all the stakeholders are together working on that, and the kids know that you care about them, you care about their education, that's the first step.
My family has played a huge part in my success. They were always active in my school participation, making sure my grades were up and making sure I was doing what I had to do to become successful, and they pushed me to become successful.
Excellence begins here. Our staff does a tremendous job preparing the kids to go to the next level and take those high-stakes tests. But the other thing that's important there is it's not all done just here. Some of that has to come from home. Some of that has to come from the community.
You know what, I think a school becomes excellent when you can look at all of the children and you know in your heart that you're doing what needs to be done for their best interest.